Ever wondered what makes a marathon stand out from the rest? What's the secret ingredient that transforms a mere race into an epic adventure? Well, my friends, today we're going to dive headfirst into the world of marathons. Not just any marathons, mind you, but the top 11 marathons from around the globe. Each with its own unique charm and challenges, these marathons are a testament to the human spirit, a celebration of endurance, and a showcase of some of the world's most breathtaking landscapes. From the oldest and most prestigious races to the ones that push the boundaries of what's possible, we'll be exploring what makes each of these marathons a spectacle in its own right. We'll delve into their unique features, the surprises they hold in store along the course, and why they've earned a spot on our top 11 list. So, fasten your seatbelts, or rather lace up your running shoes, as we embark on this marathon journey. Let's kick off with the granddaddy of them all, the Boston Marathon. No, not because it's the easiest, but because it's the oldest. Born in the spring of 1897, Boston has been leading the marathon pack for well over a century. This grand old race is a bit like your favorite armchair, steeped in history and filled with character. The course itself stretches from the rural New England town of Hopkinton, winds through 8 charming Massachusetts towns, and finishes in bustling downtown Boston. It's a tough run, with the infamous Heartbreak Hill waiting to test your mettle around mile 20. What sets Boston apart, besides its venerable age, is its qualification requirement. Yes, my friends, you've got to earn your spot at the starting line. It's a race that demands respect and gives it back in spades. So if you're a history buff who loves to run, Boston is your marathon. Next up, we have the London Marathon, where running meets royalty. This splendid event is a true blend of athleticism and regality. It's not every day that you lace up your trainers in the vicinity of the Queen's residence, Buckingham Palace. The London Marathon is renowned for its flat and fast course, guiding runners through the heart of the city, past iconic sites like the Tower Bridge and the Cutty Sark. It's a sightseeing tour at a swift pace with thousands cheering you on. But what truly sets this marathon apart is its royal connection. Since its inception in the early 80s, the event has been linked to the British royal family. From Princess Diana's patronage to Prince Harry presenting medals, the marathon has always been a royal affair. So, tie up your laces, don your running gear, and get ready to pound the pavements of London. In London, you don't just run a marathon, you run like a king. Moving on to Berlin, where speed thrills and records break. The Berlin Marathon, known for its flat course and temperate climate, has become a mecca for speedsters seeking to shatter personal and world records. The race's reputation for fast times isn't the only allure, though. Unique features like the run through the iconic Brandenburg Gate add a touch of historical grandeur to the adrenaline rush. The course, a scenic whirlwind through Berlin's diverse neighborhoods and past its most famous landmarks, ensures that the marathon is as much a sightseeing tour as it is a race. Participants weave through the city, experiencing the blend of modernity and antiquity that is Berlin's hallmark. The cheering crowds lining the streets add to the electric atmosphere, turning the marathon into a city-wide celebration of endurance and spirit. So if you're looking to break records and have a fantastic time doing it, look no further. Berlin, where the only thing faster than the marathon runners is the city's nightlife. From Berlin, we jet off to the city that never sleeps, New York. The New York City Marathon, a spectacle of endurance and spirit, is one of the world's largest marathons with over 50,000 runners each year. It's a race that mirrors the city's vibrant energy, diversity, and tenacity. This marathon is unique for its course that spans each of the city's 5 boroughs, starting in Staten Island and finishing in Central Park. Runners experience the Big Apple in all its glory, passing iconic landmarks like the Brooklyn Bridge and Times Square, cheered on by millions of spectators lining the streets. The NYC Marathon also stands out for its charity-driven spirit. Every year, runners raise millions for causes close to their hearts. It's not just a race, it's a testament to human perseverance and generosity. In New York, the marathon is as big, bold, and bustling as the city itself. Leaving the West, we head east to Tokyo, where modernity meets tradition. The Tokyo Marathon, a blend of the city's ultra-modern skyscrapers and ancient temples, is truly an Eastern delight. As the runners lace up their shoes, they embark on a journey that is as much a cultural exploration as it is a physical challenge. The course itself is a tour de force of Tokyo's most iconic sights. From the towering Tokyo Sky Tree to the historic Imperial Palace, every kilometre offers a new, breathtaking view. But what sets the Tokyo Marathon apart isn't just the picturesque course, it's the enthusiasm that fills the air. The city comes alive with music, dance and cheer, making every runner feel like a celebrated hero. And let's not forget the spectators who come out in droves, offering not just cheers, but also traditional Japanese refreshments. Nowhere else will you find a race where the city itself is as much a participant as the runners. Tokyo, where running a marathon is as delightful as a bowl of ramen after a long day. Next, we head to the windy city Chicago, where the marathon is as famous as its deep dish pizza. The Chicago Marathon, held each October, is known for its flat, speedy course that winds through the heart of the city. It's a run that showcases the city's diverse neighborhoods, from the downtown loop to the vibrant Chinatown, each with its unique character and cheering crowd. This marathon is also famous for its fast finish times, thanks to the course's lack of hills. It's a race that attracts both seasoned runners and those seeking to set personal bests. The course is as diverse as the city itself, offering a glimpse into Chicago's rich cultural heritage. Another unique feature of this marathon is the spirit of community. The city comes alive with supporters lining the streets, cheering the runners on, making it a true citywide celebration. Chicago, where the marathon is as flat, fast and fabulous as the city's skyline. From the cityscape, we move to the battlefield, the Marine Corps Marathon. Held annually in Arlington, Virginia and Washington, D.C., this race is fondly known as the People's Marathon. It's an event that embodies the essence of the Marine Corps: determination, respect and honor. This marathon is steeped in military tradition. From the starting line, where a howitzer cannon signals the start, to the finish line, where a Marine places the medal around your neck, the entire journey pays homage to the brave men and women of the United States Marine Corps. The course is a scenic tour of the nation's capital, taking runners past iconic landmarks like the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument and the Capitol Building. But don't be fooled by the beautiful sights. The course is challenging, with a few uphill battles, metaphorically mirroring the challenges faced by our Marines. Marine Corps, where running a marathon is a tribute to the heroes in uniform. Now let's scale the heights, quite literally, with the Great Wall Marathon. This race is not for the faint-hearted. It's a unique test of endurance, taking place on one of the world's most iconic structures. The course is an absolute beast, with a staggering 5,164 steps to conquer. This marathon is a blend of history and challenge, where every step echoes the footfalls of ancient Chinese warriors. The terrain is a demanding mix of smooth pathway, rugged mountain trails, and the unyielding stone of the Great Wall itself. But the reward? Unparalleled views of China's verdant countryside steeped in millennia of history. And let's not forget the bragging rights. Few can say they've run a race on a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So if you've got the grit and the gusto, then strap on those running shoes and prepare for a marathon like no other. Great Wall, where running a marathon feels like conquering an empire. From the heights, we plunge into the chills with the Polar Circle Marathon. Imagine running a marathon in extreme cold conditions, where ice and snow are your constant companions. This isn't just a marathon, it's an Arctic adventure. Held annually in Greenland, the Polar Circle Marathon is a race that tests endurance and resilience in a way no other marathon does. The course unfolds against the backdrop of a vast Arctic desert, punctuated by icebergs and glaciers. Runners battle freezing temperatures, icy winds, and a terrain that wavers between snowy tracks and icy sheets. But it's not all frosty hardship. The beauty of the northern lights and the stark white landscapes offer a visual reward unlike any other. It's a surreal blend of athletic challenge and natural wonder. The Polar Circle Marathon isn't just about the run, it's about the experience, the story you'll tell, the memory you'll cherish. Polar Circle, where running a marathon is as cool as it gets, quite literally. And finally, we reach the wild with the Big 5 Marathon. This is not your typical city marathon. Oh no, it's a wild run in the heart of South Africa's wilderness. It's named after the Big 5 game animals of Africa: the lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant and Cape buffalo. Imagine running through the savannah with a stunning backdrop of mountains and plains where these magnificent creatures roam free. The course takes you through the private game reserve of Entabeni, where every turn is a potential wildlife encounter. It's not just a test of endurance, but also a test of courage. There are no fences, no rivers, nothing at all that separates the runners from the wildlife. But fear not, safety is a priority, with rangers on hand to ensure a safe passage. The terrain is varied, with steep ascents and descents offering a unique challenge. Participants traverse dirt roads, grassy paths and sandy tracks, making it a diverse and thrilling course. Big 5, where running a marathon is a wild, wild adventure. And there you have it, the top 11 marathons in the world. Each unique, each special. From the historic cobblestones of Boston to the royal paths of London, the record-breaking tracks of Berlin and the vibrant streets of the Big Apple, each marathon tells a story of its own. We've also taken you east to Tokyo and back west to the windy city of Chicago. We've introduced you to the People's Marathon in the heart of the United States and even brought you along the Great Wall of China. You've been chilled in the Polar Circle Marathon and felt the thrill of the Big 5 Marathon in the African wilderness. Each course, every mile, every step embodies a spirit. A spirit of endurance, of challenge, of triumph. A spirit that is the essence of marathon running. Remember, it's not just about crossing the finish line, but enjoying the journey. So, which marathon are you running next?